Hello everyone, this is our group The View. I am Hazal. Our team started by focusing on a question that directly relates to our own experience. How is artificial intelligence transforming the future career paths of international students in Ontario? This idea naturally emerged from our collective observations as students coming from different fields like engineering, humanities, health, and other programs, who are all navigating a rapidly changing job market shaped by AI. Because this topic personally affects us, it created a strong motivation to explore it further. Using Miro, we mapped out our five personas, background of AI, the initial story programs, and connected them to potential occupations. Then we placed our personas on an AI exposure and scatter map to understand how AI impacts each career differently. This ideation process helped us shape a clear direction, analyzing how AI reshapes opportunities, challenges, and reskilling needs for international students across various sectors in Ontario.
Hi, I'm Eleanor, and I'm excited to share the story design elements behind the clean, modern, and technology focused look of our project. We began with a blue and black color palette, colors often linked to technology, clarity, and innovation. These help us create a sleek and consistent visual theme across the presentation. For typography, we use Saliches and Montserrat. These minimalist structured fonts gave the slides a professional look while keeping the text clear and distraction free. We also use justified alignment to maintain a balanced layout and minimize unused space. To make the presentation feel more personal, we added avatar style illustrations. These simple, cartoon like visuals introduce a human element and help balance the technical tone. Paired with our technology tree structure, they guide the audience from foundational ideas at the roots through the core concepts in the trunk and out to the connected themes in the branches.
Hello, I'm Linda. We also incorporated simple, straightforward charts such as bar graphs and scatter plot. These visualizations were intentionally chosen because they are clear and self-explanatory, making the data easy for the audience to interpret at a glance. For the presentation tool, we used Press to create a scrolling experience with smooth zoom in and zoom out transitions that highlight important points and help guide the audience through the narrative. We originally envisioned using interactive maps to enhance the presentation even further, but we weren't able to find free tools. Overall, these design choices, guided by the principles and technique we learned in our class, allowed us to create a modern, cohesive, and engaging presentation that effectively communicates our key ideas.
Hi everyone, I'm Renee. So let's go to the data story that we have. So for the data story, it is about the impact of artificial intelligence on occupational transformation for international students in Ontario. So the central question of the story is what lies ahead of international students in Ontario? And this is likely the most significant concern that faces international students in Ontario. So to better understand, we have created five personas, international students in Ontario, wherein this represent a broad range of international students across different academic disciplines. So we also added the distribution of international students in Ontario by graduate programs, so focusing on the post graduate courses. So as you can see, we have the engineering and applied sciences as the highest count of international students. So 35% in 2023 school year, 35% of it is engineering applied science, 27% social sciences, and 17% math and physical sciences. So we also have the AI impact on occupation. So we introduce a scatter plot wherein the data story shows different jobs that's affected by AI. So the plot includes two key ideas. First is the AI Occupational Exposure Index, which tells you how much AI overlaps with the skills needed for a job, and potential complementarity, which shows how much AI could help or enhance the work. So our story explains each quadrant of the plot and places each persona on it and explore how AI might impact them. So occupations are grouped into main categories: the high exposure and low complementarity, high exposure and high complementarity, and the both low exposure and high complementarity or low complementarity.
My name is Megan, and let's take a look at our personas and what they face after graduation. We break down the AI revolution on jobs into three parts. The first is impact of AI, which explains if AI will do the same as our persona. The next is complementary of AI, in which how the persona can use AI to enhance their performance. Lastly is the future in AI, where we draw a flowchart of possible journey. We know that the possible career is not limited to only several options. There are a lot of new opportunities created by AI revolution. To highlight this idea, we create a big flow map with possible jobs opportunities under different programs. We hope to show different possibilities through this map, branching out in various directions with information at the end of branches. We want it to become an interactive map where everyone can click and choose their own path, but unfortunately, it's hard to achieve with Prezi. In the end, we want our audience to know what they are facing and what's the next best step. We gave conclusion and suggestions based on the level of exposure to AI through the conservation between our cartoon personas. At the end of the presentation, you can check the full story for more details.